Okay. So we'll talk about today workflow. It's little important topic. So by using workflow, we can send a notification. Like let's say in case of purchase order, if you go to purchase order here, requisition or purchase order, whatever you click on approve, so it will be notified to the manager here. Correct. If you just click on this, go to purchasing responsibility. There are some notifications here. If you look at, there is a summary here, right? Whatever you are creating requisition, everything will be available here only. See, you can see here, these are all. The moment you create internal requisition or the moment you create any other requisition, even purchase requisition, everything will be available here only. You click on this, you can see the format of the notification here. See, like from whom it has received and like what was the quantity description, who is the supplier, and what is the price, total amount, everything we can see in this. But it is in a proper representation here. See, this is like a tabular representation. So for this HTML code, we have to write here. HTML code we can write, or else in the PLSQL also we can write it. I'll tell you maybe in the further examples. So right now we are talking about here workflow. By using workflow, what will happen is it will send the information to from one person to other person within our Oracle applications. So how it will happen here is there is a builder here, Oracle workflow builder. You can say this is a builder. You need to create a new workflow by using Oracle workflow builder. But in majority of the cases, all the workflows are already defined. Just you should know how to use it. Very rarely you will get a chance to develop a workflow. That's why even I have given the least priority to this in our course. Of course, in interview center it is important, but you may not get chance to design a workflow from scratch. But still you should know end to end how it will work, how we can design and all. So first we'll create one workflow. So I have divided into various days here. So day 1, day 2, all the fundamentals. You don't need to spend much time on this. So straight away I'm jumping into the day 3 here. Now there is a class 1 practical. You can go step by step here. Okay, all this. Practice is also very easy because I made a document for you like this, step by step. Okay. First you can see here, send a notification along with a message to the client about the project. Before this also, there is one more example here. You can read this. This is one example. From this example onwards, you can start your workflow. Okay. So first what you can do, you can open this builder. Then there is a new workflow. If you go with a new, you may need to give everything manually. But here, what I am doing is there is a wizard here. We have to use quick start wizard. So by using this, we can give everything. It will take automatically all the properties. So let it be new type, new process. I'm not changing anything. There's a sample workflow only. Now click on OK. So whenever you click on this, you can see start and end. In between this, we can send conditions. We can set conditions and we can send it for approval to the manager. These are all we can do. But right now, to draw any transition, just give a right click like this, and then you can drop over here. So this is called as a transition. In workflow terminology, it is a transition. It is. Remove this. Now, if you open, if you create a workflow through Wizard, you can see there are functions, lot many functions, conditions like here, continue condition, then and operator, logical operator, and then loops, everything you can see here. So that is the advantage with the quick start wizard. So new also we can use, but everything you have to do manually here. Prefer taking here quick start wizard. Clear? Now next is here. Here is the place. First we have taken here type here. So this is called as an item type. This is the name of the workflow here. It will take only 8 digits. We cannot take more than that. See, you can see new. If you count here, this is just 8 digits, 8 characters. Display name, you can take anything here. And internal name is, it's the name of the workflow. Okay. So once you save this workflows, you can see into a table here, that is WF item items. So here is a place, your item type. Your item type you can use. If it is a purchase order workflow, PO, APPRV. This is the purchase order workflow. For requisition or for account payable, that's a different. APP. If you don't remember, then APP approval, AP invoice. Let me see that item type. Even I forgot. Where item type like AP. Okay, this is different. This is for expense related workflow. Yeah, AP invoice approval. This is also different. It is an AP invoice approval, AP INV APR. So you may need to remember the name of the workflows. Workflows you can see into mainly order management, purchase order, account receive, wherever approval mechanism is implemented. And even in GL also we can see in GL approval, GL module later. AR will see are there any other transactions. The names we have to remember here. Better go with the items you can come to know. Okay. In the system, these many workflows are there, around 33,000 workflows. Okay, across all the modules, more than 282 modules are there, right? Mainly into I expenses, I approvals, like everywhere you can see this workflows. Now we are talking about here the name of the workflow. Name of the workflow here is, it should not go beyond 8 digits, and this will be saved into this particular table. The table is WF items. Okay. Now, as of now, we have taken only 2 things here. One is item type. The second one here is process. Okay. This is the process window here. Process. Now, process will have attributes here. You can take these attributes, workflow attributes. So we have various types of attributes, means data types here, we can say. Text data type, number data type, date, lookups. It will give you a list of values like approval, rejected, male, female, like lookups, list of values we can say, like payment methods, wire, check, electronic kind of thing. And then we can send form also in the notification so that they can fill some data. This is the form here. And URL, company terms and conditions. And those are all mentioned in the URL it is. And document, so document directly, attachments along with invoices, AR invoices, this all comes under document it is. So all we'll use, of course, but right now we can take with the text here, text simply. Now, this is the attribute name here, like let's say vendor name. Now display name is also same, description also same. I'm giving all the three same here, and length you can set here, let's say 35 characters, and default values if you want to pass anything we can pass over here. So whatever appearing, we have to give all these details, then apply. Three steps as of now, correct? Item type, process, sequence you have to follow. Process, now next is attribute. Okay, this attribute we have to mention under a message here. Message means whatever you have seen, this is the message. This entire thing is a message only. Click on this message. I'm giving here new message. I've given all same, but usually you may need to write description. If it is any approval related information, you'll have to write the overall description in this. Now go to body. It is a notification body. It is. We have two types of bodies: text body, HTML body. So right now, whatever you're seeing, this is an HTML body because it is having around tables, proper alignments are there here. That's why it is an HTML body. Only if it is FYI information for your information, then you may not, you no need to use this HTML here. Go to the workflow builder. I'm using here, there is a text body. So how we can take these attributes here is there is a ampersand here. Ampersand will give you the values dynamically. Ampersand and then attribute name. Attribute name exactly how to give here. Okay. Like this, matter anything. It's like email body kind of thing. And this all will not use much. Okay. Maybe in for other examples we'll give this result tab. Once they approve it, what will happen? This kind of things. Okay. Then okay. Now this message, whenever you take a message, you have to include this attribute. Otherwise, it will throw error saying that this attribute does not found. We have used attribute, but it is not able to found. These type of errors you will get. Now, let's say I'm not dragging this. Usually we should drag and drop over here, but I'm not dragging. You need to know what type of the error it will give. There are any number of attributes actually. More than 100 attributes also will take. You may miss some attributes. Right now, only one attribute. Now, this message we need to attach under a notification here. Okay, notification. Take this description. And whatever the message you have taken earlier, that you will have to attach. Click on this. This new message is already there. Then the rest of the fields, you don't need to give anything. Function name means if you are calculating something, if you are validating through PLSQL, then definitely you have to use the PLSQL function over here. So right now I'm not taking. Click on apply. It's just a first workflow. That's why I'm not taking all this. In other workflows, definitely will take. Okay. So this notification you have to drag and drop over here in between this like this. And to make a connection, Sorry. So is it clear, guys, now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you created the workflow, you can see in this particular table, that is WF items. Okay. All the workflows are available in this only. Majority of the time you will get a chance to work on purchase order workflow and then order management, GL, then AP, AR. These are all the modules wherever the approval mechanism is there. Okay. Supervisors, wherever supervisors are approving and all, you can see the workflows only. Now, once we save it, then what you have to do, we can go to one responsibility here. That is workflow administrator web applications. These are all for user only. You cannot see all the features in this. We have to go to workflow administrator web applications. Click on this. We have some options over here. We need to go to administrator workflow and then developer studio here. Click on this developer studio. So see, there is a run option is required here. To initiate a workflow, there is a run option. Right now, it is not there. Okay, we have to enable at this particular place. So to enable the run option, there is a table here, WF resources. All workflow starts with WF only, or WF means workflow. Okay, resources. You will have to update. These are all already the workflow related information you can see completely into WF resources. See, there are so many resources are there, but right now we have to update here. I'll give the syntax here. So this is the syntax. You will have to use one update command here. Update WF resources. Set text. We are not doing anything. So we are giving admin role here. This is admin role. WF admin role. This is once you have to enable this and then we can commit it. Then only it will appear. I'll connect to mobile, guys. Just hold on. Looks okay for time being. Take this statement. Go to Toad. This statement we need to fire here. Control enter. One row got updated here already. Then you will have to commit here. There is option here, commit. Commit the session because we have performed here update statement. Explicit commit is required. Now you will have to open again, then only it will refresh. If it is not refreshed, then switch to other responsibility and come back. Check. Close window. Switch it simply. Workflow administrator, web applications. You need to go to administrator workflow, and then after that, developer studio. Can you see run option here now? So by using this run only, we can initiate the workflow. Okay. Now item type or type internal name of workflow. That is the thing here. New item. See, it should not have underscores actually. Give completely. Remove the underscore. Whenever you are giving, make sure it should not have underscore. Okay. So here also they have given a note, right? See, there is no underscores here. Even PO, APPRV, purchase order approval workflow also does not have underscore. So we gave wrongly actually. Okay, it is there. Now what you need to do here is you need to run this workflow. An item key, user key, item key is it's a unique value. Let's say I'm giving here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any number, it must be a unique value. And process is here. Whatever the process you have taken. This process we have to give new underscore process. Okay. It has taken a display name. That's why it is not showing underscore. And vendor name is by default it came, right? Earlier we have taken, where exactly we have taken that GE Plastics. So we have taken here, there is a value that is default value. Okay. And these are all why these many attributes means many people already registered this with the same name only. They have not given their own name. Click on submit. These are all not mandatory values also. Submit. So once workflow is submitted, then you will have to check into, there is a monitor here, status monitor. Click on status monitor, search with internal name of workflow, click on go. Now you can see here, this is your own key. Item keys are unique. Based on this only, we can identify the session of the workflow. And these are all unique. It's completed already. So someone already submitted and it went into error. You will have to expand this, then only will come to know. So they have taken one user, but that is not a proper user. WF temp 2, they have taken it. This user is not exist in the database. That's why it is giving error. So all the errors will appear like this only, whether it is a completed or notified or error, everything you can see in this one. Okay. So if you want to check here, do you remember like we have given performer, right? Performer, where exactly I gave? Performer. In the notification, there is a tab here, correct? Note tab and this performer. If you miss the performer, what type of the error you will get? You will get like this. See, it has no performer. These are all the mandatory things actually. Go back. I'm just looking errors only. These are all only. Now, once you get this, you need to go to diagram here, status diagram. Click on this diagram. So while opening a diagram, you will have to choose which process it is. So I've selected here this radio button. Click on status diagram. This way it went. This green symbol means it went fine actually. There are no errors at all. So from year to year, we have simply sent the information. Okay. Now go to notification here. So this is the notification. Somewhere here you can check based on the date. This date's not arranged properly. All notifications we can give. Check the dates. Click on this better. Sorting. Okay. Okay. Make sure you have to click on this to arrange in a sorting order. Otherwise, you'll not be able to see this. New message. So hi, this is the test vendor GE Plastics. So how the GE Plastic came here? Because of one ampersand is there right here? Ampersand. Correct. In the message, in the body, we have mentioned here ampersand. So dynamically it will pick up your supplier, purchase order, whatever you give. All the attributes you can refer with the help of here ampersand. So this is the way we can design. Workflows are very easy actually. Only complication is function whenever you are writing, you may need to know some PLSQL code actually, exceptions and all that we'll see in the next class. But now second example we'll see. Okay. I'm not stopping right away. So as of now, we have seen only one example. If I ask you how to design the workflow or how to develop a workflow, you tell me the steps. Same. First step is what it is. We'll have to create a item type. Where exactly you can find items in which table? The table name here is right item WF items, correct? Now, once you create item type, the second one is it will have a multiple processes, approval process, rejection process, like that it is. Now, third one here is attributes. What type of the attributes you have seen as of now? Attributes
Text.
like text is the one thing. Next, date, number, correct? URL, anything else? If you want to see, you can see again, no problem. Click on this. These are all the lookup, list of values, URL, form you can attach, and you can see the role means like workflow role. Multiple people will be there. Document also. Okay. Role, lookup, form. These are all the various types of attributes. Now, attributes will have to attach under message. Message will attach to one notification. The notification we can drag and drop into your process window and we can draw a transitions. Okay, transition is line only simply. Now, sixth one here is what it is. Save workflow. Then go to one responsibility. What is the responsibility name? Responsibility name. Right, you have to remember that. Workflow there are multiple workflow responsibilities, but you have to go through this only. You will not see all the menus in other responsibilities. So the responsibility name is workflow administrator web applications. In these three options we have seen, do you remember? Will be able to recall? First step, difficulty, you are listening first time, right? So I know it is a difficulty. Yeah, that is one time activity. One time if you enable to this, then everyone can use it. Okay. And in the company, it will be there only already. Or if it is very first time, then you will have to enable. Developer Studio is the one thing. Then status monitor. After that, notification. All the three we have to use. Okay. So these are all the steps we need to perform here to design any workflow. Only scenario you have to say what is the need to develop the workflow. One paragraph you will have to remember. The rest of the steps are common. Okay. Now let's go with the one example. So for you only, I prepared this document. Okay, no one will give you in the company. If you want for your sake, you have to develop like this. Okay. scenario. What is this? Why are you developing this workflow? Is sending a notification along with a message to the client about the project status. Where exactly your project right now? Is it approved or rejected or ongoing project? So that information we have to send. And this workflow does not require a database table or procedure. We are not getting the data dynamically. Okay. We are straight away hard coding the values in this example only. But in some cases, what we can do, we can get the data dynamically also with the help of the attributes. So clearly I'm mentioning assumption here is this workflow does not require a database table. Usually project information is stored in PA projects or PA tasks. It is in project accounting, but in this case, we are not using anything. Okay, remember. So first is here, we'll go with the internal name. This is a second example, guys. Same steps will follow. First item type onwards, same steps will follow. You try to recall, correlate, and I'm just simply copying and pasting only. Internal name is WF example one it is. Can go to first file, then quick start wizard, and here instead of internal name, better remove this underscores, make a habit like that. For example, double one item type. So 8 digits mandatory, that's why I've given. Persistence synchronous means if you are updating something, other place also it will update. So right now temporary is fine. And process is a process. Underscore P for process. Workflow notification, example one, process it is. Okay. Internal name and then process name. Click on OK. Next. What is the next step here is as usually attributes. There are multiple attributes I'm taking here. These are all the attributes. One is project code, project name, completion date, and then status. These are all the attributes. All columns we are going to show in the notification. First, internal name. Here, text length I'm restricting into 5 digits because as for project needs, I'm giving only 5 digits here. Then apply. This is a one attribute. Second attribute is project name. You have to make sure here what we are taking, which data type it is. Right now it is date data type. See, there is a variation. Then length, I'm not giving. It's not mandatory to give length. So right now I'm mentioning as for documentation, I'm giving 30. Third attribute. Your project completion date. For date field, I'm giving here date format. Format also DD1YY. Whatever the format you can give here. This is just hint kind of thing to the user. Apply. The required attributes we are selecting all at a time. So overall 4 attributes. Okay, next step is what it is? Message, correct? Click on this message. Here, create a new message for the workflow and attach it to the notification later in the next step. In internal name, display name, everything copy paste. Even while practicing also you can do. Go to the body. In the body, it is a text body only as of now. Subject I am giving here. This is a subject. Okay. So these are all the attributes: project completion date, name, status, and this is a code, right? This is a code and this is a completion date. It is an email matter kind of thing. Notification matter. Apply. After message, what will be the next step? So we have to drag all this, correct? One by one only option is there. Okay. Next is after message, what will be the next step? Notification. Drag and drop attributes mentioned, it's already done. So each and every step I mentioned for your practice. Next notification. What is giving here? Invalid internal name. Internal name must be of them here. See, these are all. Whatever the internal name we are given is wrong. Okay, sorry, we have not given as of now, right? Attach. Function name. This is related to the PLSQL, but as of now, I'm not giving anything. Expand roles means if you want to send it a group of people, then expand roles is required. Like at a time, we'll send your notification to 2-3 managers or more than 2 managers. And definitely you have to check this checkbox, that is expand roles. We'll take one example, we'll come to know. Okay. After notification, what will be your next step? You have to drag and drop here. Then drag a transition here also. And you may miss this, definitely. You have to go to Node tab, then values, operations. Okay. Come here. So I mentioned everything here. Take start and end button from standard workflow, drag and drop. These are all. Draw a transition from start till notification. Draw a similar notification from notification to end function. Till notification, one transition. From here to here, another transition. Performer value is here, operations. Okay. Check all the attributes mentioned in the message body are appearing under message section. So before moving it, what you have to do, whatever the 4 attributes are there, right? Under, sorry, here. These attributes, the list of attributes mentioned here, the same thing, it must appear here also. Otherwise, it will not be able to work out here. It will give you error saying that token is missed. Okay. Now log into application, that's fine. First save this workflow. Database. Save, you will not see any message information. Simply it will be saved. If any error comes, or if you already wrote PLSQL everything, you can see there is an option here, that is verify the workflow. There are no much coding involvement in this. That's why it is giving straight away successfully validated. So once it is saved, what will be your next step? Go to your responsibility, workflow administrator, web applications, developer studio, Run every time it will appear because we enabled one time. The entire session it will work. Now, next is take this internal name, go run here. Here is the place, these are all the attributes. If you give here like this, you may get error. Project name A to Z services. These are all the parameters. Right now I am passing explicitly, but you can get it through database, through table, or you can get it through procedure also. That is another method. What is the API we have to use to allocate a values dynamically? We'll see in the next class. Right now it is a static values. Can submit. You know the okay item key we have not given. It's a mandatory, right? It must be unique. Now go to click on OK. After Developer Studio, your next step will be status monitor. Go to diagram. So here is the place we can see, and then you can go to notifications. So this is a notification came automatically. Click on this. You can see your project number, A to Z services. So we gave multiple values, right? Multiple digits, but it is truncated, correct? Because length is 5 only we kept, but we gave 8 digits also. It is truncated. Click on OK. In the next class, what we can do is we'll see another example like this. Okay. So this is a way the different directions will keep like this. So how it will go in this direction and this direction, how it will change this direction like this. So straight away I should not explain all this. You may get confused. You have to habituate with the workflow builder. Do these 2 examples. And this is a third, 4th example also we can see. This one. All coding involvement is there here. APIs, parameters. These are all. And how we can handle the errors. So this will take it as a last example. Okay. Scenario, everything I have mentioned in this. We'll create a tables and we'll insert the data. Okay. This is a last example we'll consider. So I'm stopping at this point. Do you have any questions, guys? Workflow is easy only, not that much difficult.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So while defining the attributes, for example, that vendor name,
Okay.
that it should be as same as the column name that is defined in the vendor table.
Definitely column name only. As for the column name only, we have to go.
Okay.
Any more doubts, guys? Any doubts? Easy only, right? Practice today, workflow. I'll share the notes.